In the mid-1870s, Horatio Spafford, who was a Chicago lawyer, took his wife and 4 daughters to New York to go on to a one-year-long vacation in Europe. At the last minute, it turns out that some of the land that Horatio Spafford owned and was trying to sell, suddenly there was a seller, and so Horatio himself stayed behind to sell the land, and he sent his wife and 4 daughters on ahead, and he was going to meet them later. While they were on their journey, their ship struck another ship and sank, and the 4 girls, the oldest 11 named Annie, the youngest Tanetta, who's age 2, so there was Annie, Maggie, Bessie, and Tanetta. All 4 of them were drowned. Wow, excuse me. And when Horatio got word of this, of course he was distraught and he was hurt. But at the same time, he was really faithful to God. And when he went to meet his wife in Wales, the ship that he was on stopped in the area right above where the previous ship had sunk. And in that time, Horatio Spafford read a poem that he had written called "It Is Well With My Soul." It was later turned into a hymn that we love today. One of the things that's not widely understood about that song is that because the Spaffords, Annie and Horatio, had gone through so much suffering in the past couple of years, the church of which he was a member, all their other members, started wondering, is God punishing Horatio and Anna for some sort of sin? Because they're going through such terrible times. And in this poem that Horatio Spafford penned, he affirmed that, no, God is not punishing me, because in Christ, the sin that would have been punished has been taken away. So he is free of punishment because he has been freed from his sin. That's one of the big affirmations of that hymn. There is another component to it, and that is that there is no doubt that he is expressing gratitude for the time he had with his 4 daughters. And from what I understand of Spafford's life, he adored his 4 little girls very much and suffered a great deal at their loss. Nevertheless, this is a hymn of praise and thanksgiving to God for his 4 little girls. I'm going to play a version of this hymn for you today on my bass. In fact, Horatio Spafford had 3 other children, another boy and 2 other girls, the youngest of which is Grace, and I have named my bass after Horatio Spafford's youngest daughter, Grace Spafford, so Grace the bass. Anyway, I have suffered a loss myself this week, and apparently the church here has too. Bev, I did not have a chance to meet. But for me, the loss was Stuart McLean, who was a friend of mine. And it's not been a pleasant time for me going through that. But as I play, I'm playing to God. And I want you to be thinking about God and the things that he has done in your life. But I want you to give thanks. For me, I'm going to give a special thanks for my friendship with Stuart McLean, because in the time that we were friends, he did far more for me than I was ever able to do for him, and I am very grateful to God for that friendship. So this is my rendition of "It Is Well With My Soul."